Hello, it's Jennifer from heysealemon. You guys have been asking for more bullet journal videos, so today I want to share with you 3 trackers that I've been really liking lately. They've been helping me stay more productive and on track with achieving my goals. You'll be able to tell from this video that I like my layouts a little bit more minimal, but you can feel free to add and embellish them more if you'd like. And if you want to know my bullet journal setup, like my pages, the binding, the covers that I use, everything is in this video right here, and I will also include that link in the video description below. Hit that like button if you want to see more bullet journal videos on this channel, and I want to say that this video is sponsored by Squarespace, and I will talk more about them later, but for now, let's get into it. This first one is a daily plan bar, which was inspired by a post I saw on bulletjournal.com by Mike Road, and you can find that link down below. And if you want to know what pens I use throughout this whole video, I will also link those down below. I like to start out with writing the day and the date and then just putting a little box around it. That's totally optional, but I just like to highlight the day in some way. Then on the side of the page, I start with the earliest hour of my day, which is 8 a.m., and I give each hour 2 squares. So each hour has a little column. And I go all the way down to the latest hour of my day, which is 11 p.m. Some days will start earlier or go later, so I can adjust these hours depending on the day. And I highlight this column with a color because this is the main focus of the page. It's going to show me what I'm putting all my time to. I list personal and work-related tasks on the right of the hour which they get completed in. And throughout the day, when the hours are done, I fill in those columns with a pattern. For personal stuff, I make dots, and for work-related, I make lines, but you can really make any pattern you want or even use colors if you prefer. When I have a lot to do during a day, sometimes a regular list of tasks is just not enough for me, and I like to use this daily plan bar because it helps me keep track of exactly what I'm doing each hour of the day. This is especially helpful if you work for yourself or you're freelance, so you can look back at your time in the day and see what you put most of your time toward. Was it personal stuff? Was it work related? Then you have a better idea of how to adjust your schedule in the future to whatever makes you the most productive. Next is a monthly habit tracker. I like to do this on a horizontal layout and list every single day of the month across the page. This one will be for May, so I need 31 squares. And you can see it starts on a Tuesday, so I just put the letter of the day above the date. And make sure to leave room on the left for a column of the habits. Then I like to write the month above that, and you can get as creative as you want with this. You can doodle something from the month. This is going to be a sunny month, so I did a little sun. And now I'm making a color key for the habits. You can list things that you want to consistently do throughout the month and give them colors or icons. So for me, it's things like working out consistently throughout the month, walking my dog, staying hydrated, journaling, doodling, social posting, whatever habits you want to keep track of throughout the month. And since I don't have room to write the habits, I instead represent them by their color or bullet. So I list those on the side, and then if I completed that habit during the day, I fill in the square in that row. If you use grid paper, you can also highlight the dots so it's easier to tell where the squares are. I know I said I like to keep my pages minimal, but doodling is one of my habits to keep track of, so I decided to fill in the space with some floral doodles. When the month is completed, you can have a tracker that looks something like this that will show you how often you did each habit. If there's a habit you want to do more of, or maybe there's a habit you want to eliminate, this tracker can hold you more accountable and make you more productive in doing so just by filling in those little squares. Next, I'll show you how I make my fitness tracker. You can see I laid this out with pencil first. I like to make a square for each month of the year, so this page is going to cover a whole year of fitness. I measured out the squares based on my grid paper, and I'm highlighting the corners of each square. Then with a thinner pen, I'm highlighting the squares in each month and writing the month inside. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to take this time to talk about today's sponsor, Squarespace. If you're unfamiliar with Squarespace, they provide a super easy way to make your own creative website. Whether you're looking for a place to start your online shop, display your portfolio, or maybe start a blog, they have really nice and modern templates to choose from. You don't have to know anything about coding to start your site, and they have 24/7 customer service, so there's always someone there if you need any help. You can go check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch your site, go to squarespace.com/heysealemon for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain, and I will also include that in the description below. Now I'm going over the vertical type that I made on the sides and highlighting those with a yellow zigzag. So here's my fitness tracker with 12 months, and each month has 4 rows of squares to fill in. And on the back side of the page, I'm going to make the key. I like to have a variety of workouts, and each square will have a color that represents the workout. You can adjust this depending on your fitness goals. I like to do a step circuit, just dance, long walks, light jogs, Zumba, some YouTube channels I like. As I said, I like a variety, and there's always room to add more colors if you discover other workouts throughout the year. Now I have my key, and I can fill in the squares to track the days that included fitness. I prefer to use light or pastel colors for this, so you can still see the month below the filled in squares. You can definitely adjust this to suit your fitness goals. This is my second time using a page like this, and it definitely held me more accountable to accomplish my fitness goals. You'd be surprised at how accomplished you feel after filling in a square with color. So just the process of completing this grid motivates me more, and I like that I can track what workouts I'm doing. I hope you found this helpful, and I'm always on the lookout for more bullet journal inspiration. If there are any trackers that you've tried and liked, share it in a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified when I post a new video. Otherwise, you won't know it unless you look at your YouTube feed, so be sure to turn that bell icon on and sign up for those post notifications. And I will put more bullet journal ideas in this playlist right here. Go check that out. That link will be down below as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!